Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Happy Saturday. I hope you have an absolutely magnificent weekend. Move over, Rover, and let TD take over. So, I believe it was Thursday. I felt like I needed to kill some brain cells. So I watched Donald Trump's interview on Fox News. And he said he was, the first thing he said was he was going to completely get rid of the Department of Education. And then somebody asked him a question and said, well, what if they teach about slavery and all the other reprehensible shit that America has done? And he said, well, they get defunded. So I don't know if he's going to defund the Department of Education or just get rid of, and that's a direct quote, the Department of Education. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea because they got to keep people stupid. That's right. He has 85 million people that are his flock, his disciples. And I really think that somebody sits there and says, listen, we got enough this generation of stupid people, but what we got to worry about is the younger generation. Because who in the fuck thinks that getting rid of the Department of Education or defunding the Department of Education is a good idea? Please tell me. The answer is in the statement. Education. Education. People getting smarter, people furthering their lives, bettering their lives, their careers. That's its entire purpose. And, you know, especially when the gentleman said, it was a guy, I don't know who it was, he said, what if they teach about slavery and all the other those are my words. His words were, what if they teach about slavery? And Donald Trump immediately cut him off and said, oh yeah, they'll get defunded. It's like the whole Ron DeSantis don't say gay law in Florida, take away books, all this other stuff, all this other reprehensible shit. So what I'm telling you is because, think about it. When you go to vote this November 5th and you have a child in school, and again, when people say and tell you who they are, believe them. Believe that Donald Trump will defund or get rid of the Department of Education. And how will that affect your child? Because I honestly believe it's like somebody sits there and tells Trump, look, we've got about 85 million clinically stupid people that are probably high chance going to get you back in office. But what we cannot afford is to have the youth rise up and be educated. We got to keep them stupid. So we got to get rid of the Department of Education. We got to defund the Department of Education. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. It is that fucking crazy. Who comes up with defund the Department of Education? Get rid of the Department of Education. Other than you are wanting to make sure you keep people stupid. Because let's be honest, you know, defunding it is largely to do with inner city, poor communities, right? They're not defunding Beverly Hills fucking high school. So I'm just, you know, I keep saying it time and time again. When people show and tell you who they are, believe them. Who in the fuck actually thinks that defunding or getting rid of the Department of Education is a good thing? Unless your goal is to keep people stupid. And I know he's got 85, 90 million disciples. He's their David Koresh, their Allah. You know, he has a Messianic hold on these people. And it's like somebody sits there and says, Donald, we can't afford for the youth to be educated. We got to keep everybody stupid or they'll find out the con that you are actually not a good business person. That you're a finesser, that you're a confidence man. So we got to take away the Department of Education, for God forbid somebody gets educated enough and figures the fucking con out. So again, I plead with you, if you have a child especially, how would you feel if they really defund the Department of Education, get rid of the Department of Education, like he is saying the first thing he's going to do? That's the first thing he's going to do. When people show and tell you who they are, believe them. I'm sending you all of my love, light, hope, joy, peace, and love on this Saturday. Grande beso. Don't take more than you need. Be in the fight to win the fight. We got a couple more weeks till Election Day. We got to fight like hell. And when you go to the polls, say to yourself, my God, I don't want the Department of Education to get defunded or get rid of. I've got kids. They have to do better than me. Common sense. Lots of love, Grande beso. See you later.